look at bright lights or strobe lights, then my eye swells shut. And if it goes all the way closed, then I have a seizure.
We tell people, a normal person, go outside, sprint for 5 miles, and then stop and tell me what happens to you.
I'm Kenna Parker. I have epilepsy, and I have photosensitive eyes and ptosis of the eye. I go to Navarre High School, and I'm in 9th grade. It's pretty good. Have lots of friends.
Well, Kenna was diagnosed with epilepsy when she was 10 and a half. Before that, she had several seizures that we weren't quite sure what they were. We didn't know they were epilepsy. She would be at school, and just the paper that she would look on the paper, trying to take a test, the words would start moving, and that's when we figured out something was wrong.
My eyes would hurt, or I had a headache above my eye, but I thought it was normal for people to get that. My doctor was like, "Oh yeah, you have epilepsy." I was like, "Oh, that sucks."
It's really not the seizure you worry about so much as it's what's around her and her environment to where she fell. Because she could be standing in the living room, fall on the carpet, she can be in the bathroom and splinter the bathroom cabinet, hit the bathtub, hit the toilet, she could be outside, hit the cement. We've experienced all these. She got put on a new medication that actually stops the ptosis of the eye, but it's a heavy medication, so she gets up naturally by sunlight and not by fluorescent lights and going to school. We don't do fluorescent lighting. They're special bulbs. They're a low wattage bulb, and they have kind of a yellow tint to them, so they're not your powerful white bulbs that you get. We have those in her room, the living room, and the office. We had her in a small bathroom, and she had a pretty bad 4.5-minute grand mal seizure in the bathroom and splintered the bathroom cabinet. She hit it. We couldn't get into the bathroom door. In her new bathroom, there are 2 doors, one from the outside and one from the inside. One opens in, one opens out, so we can get in either door.
I'm older now. I've been watched since I was little.
High school, we talked to the guidance counselor before we went because the fluorescent lights concerned us. I had no problems with the school whatsoever.
Some kids understand, and some kids are like, "Oh wow, you have seizures? That's cool." And I'm just like, that's not really cool. And then some freak out and they're like, "Oh, stay away from me." So it's like a variation.
This would be finishing my 6th year at Navarre High School. Student body, they're pretty diverse as far as Kenna goes. Things for me, just being aware and just be cognizant to make her life easier. If you can't have fun while you're in here, then they're not going to want to be here at all. You know, Kenna she's a great kid, but you know, she doesn't act any different than any other student. Personality's not any different than any other normal high school student. Pick your grade, 9, 10, 11, or 12. Being able to cut on herself and let loose brings other people at ease. So she's able to joke around about it and say, "Well, if you see me on the floor, or you know, it's okay, I'll be all right. You know, you can laugh at me when it's all done." You have a kid that is 14, 15 years old and has suffered through the things that she's suffered through and able to come through it and be a great kid. And that's one of the things that you just want to admire for someone that's been able to overcome things, fight through them in battle.
I just would like to tell people that it's very hard for teenagers who have epilepsy, not even just children or adults, but teenagers, because it's hard for them, especially when they're in high school, to figure out who they are to begin with. Their bodies are changing, they're growing up, they're becoming adults, and they have this stigma. It's very hard for them to make friends. I would just like to educate parents of teenagers who have epilepsy is to let them be themselves. Teach them to go out and learn to live with epilepsy and to tell people about it. Not be shy, don't be closet epileptics. Get it out in the open. The more people who know, the better your chances are of survival.